Here is my indoor aquaponics system. I'm going to go over how I built it, where I got the stuff. So we'll start off with the fish tank. This is a 1,000-liter IBC tote, or intermediate bulk container. Got it off of Craigslist. I cleaned it out, cut the top off, and it's what I use for my fish tank. And inside here I've got about 18, they're about a year old tilapia. Right now they're 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds, and I'm going to fillet those up here pretty quick. So the water's really clear. I'll show you why. Inside here I have an aerator that helps keep the water oxygenated. In the winter, this heater will come on. Right now it's not needed because the ambient temperature is just fine. Down at the bottom I have a small pump, some fish hanging out on that pump. But that pump pumps through this 5-gallon drum here. This is a polishing filter. I use batting from old pillows, and that catches some of the small particulates in the water and keeps the water clear. And the way I built this is I took a 5-gallon bucket. I put a grit guard, which you can get off of Amazon, to keep the water flowing. And then at the bottom I put an aquatic bulkhead, which you can get from Amazon. So that keeps the water clear. So the water leaves the fish tank and goes into a 55-gallon drum that is a swirl filter. So I've got another aquatic bulkhead, and I've taken the size of the PVC down so I get faster water. And the way the spouts are angled, it swirls, and the solid waste from the bottom of the fish tank come in here and settle out. And periodically I will dump that into my backyard to fertilize the grass. So the water leaves this 55-gallon drum. There's another bulkhead, aquatic bulkhead. It goes down into the sump pump. And it looks like we just hit a siphon filter, a bell siphon that's going off from the grow bed up top. So this is where the water comes in from my swirl filter. I poked some holes in to help aerate. This water gets really good aeration. I used to have another polisher filter here, but I took that off because I like getting a little bit of waste down here, and I'll show you why in a little bit. So these are my grow beds, and I use compressed clay pellets. And inside here, let's see if I can find some. There's one right there. Got an earthworm, and they're fast, so you may get away from me. Dig it away. All right, well, maybe you see him right there. You see the earthworm, but we've got earthworms in here that help. I do get a little bit of stuff in here, and the earthworms eat that. So I have lettuce growing in here right now, and it's ready to harvest. I use romaine lettuce. That seems to grow the best. So go back over here. The water leaves through this 1.5-inch pipe, and it's down at the bottom. It's got holes in it. That's where the water comes in. So it sucks in the solid waste and comes up. The water comes in through this pipe, and I would make this pipe 1/2 inch or 1 inch, and I would make this 1.5 inches. That keeps the water from not overflowing. It works well for me. So the water comes in here from the sump pump. I have a sump pump. The water comes up and tees off. Some of the water goes right back to the fish tank, and then some of it goes up into the grow beds, where the bacteria that's in the media turn the liquid waste from the fish, the ammonia, into nitrates, which then the plants take up. Now, the reason why I like some of this solid to get in here, I'll go down and grab some, is it's a great media for small earthworms to grow. So I'll show you, I've got a whole bunch of little earthworms, and I'll periodically harvest those and put them back up here, or I'll take them out to the compost bin. And so I find that that's a great way to keep my earthworm population going. All right, so as far as light, I use shop lights and then grow bulbs. I only use half of the lights, and I keep them on about 12 hours a day. So if you have any questions, feel free to message me.